What if Deku was the projector from Bendy and the Ink Machine? And if you've liked this series, make sure to hit the like button and press that subscribe button. And also comment down below what other What If Deku from Bendy and the Ink Machine I could do. Each What If Deku from was from Bendy and the Ink Machine will be it'll be different type of material, different type of story than from each one. Anyway, let's get started into What If Deku was Projector, the Heroes versus Bendy's team. Let's see where this goes. We start off with, Boris, who's writing down in a book. It's been 2 weeks now. Bendy has kept his word and has stayed in the lowest parts of Bendy and the Ink Machine. Sammy has been, uneasy lately. He keeps on praying to Bendy and all that. The usual, as he usually does, but he's a bit more calm than he was originally, thanks to Projector, who's come and visit him often. But they stay in their respective areas. Projector has distanced himself from the rest of us in these past 2 weeks for some reason. After we celebrate All for One's death, he just kind of stayed in his own area and just sat. I don't know why. Maybe his memories are coming back, I'm not sure. Or maybe it's the side effects of his nomification. I can't be certain of this, but I might as well just note it down in this book. Note, written by Boris. Alright, that's what's happened. As he sets the book down and gets up, nothing has really happened in these past 2 weeks. I suppose it's good. As we go to, the heroes who are outside the building. It's a whole group of heroes. The only hero that is missing from this raid is All Might, as he's gone into early retirement. But here's all the heroes that will be in this raid. Here is Aizawa, Mirko, Dragon Hero, Endeavor, Hawks, Best Jeanist, and a few others. A million, I believe, and Sir Night-Eye as well. Anyway, let's get straight into the raid. Alright, is everyone ready? As they're signaling yes, as they're all ready to raid the place. As they just bust down the front door, just to find an empty lobby. It's empty. Endeavors, did they leave the place? No, we watched them come. We found their vehicle nearby. This is the only place near. Yeah, it would make sense for them to stay here. Maybe they're somewhere in the building. As they start to fan out, split up. Eraserhead is currently with Mirko. Endeavor is just with some random heroes. Sir Night-Eye is with a million, all going in separate directions. While we go to Eraserhead and Mirko, who are currently walking down some stairs. So what is this place all about? It looks like it's made from, something I saw when I was younger. What are you talking about, Mirko? That creature, that we saw at the, Kill All for One? What about it? I saw it when I was younger. Along with 2 others. Someone with a mask that had, that creature's face on. And then I can't remember the last guy, but he's the reason I survived that incident. What are you talking about, Mirko? You know the massacre in such town? Yeah, that case has never been solved. I was the lone survivor. Wait, what? Yes, I prefer not to talk about it. It was a complete massacre. They killed everyone. But the third guy in the group could have killed me, but he let me go. I don't know why. But entering this place and seeing those cardboard cutouts, it's like seeing that creature again. So you know what we're up against? Not really. I know nothing, really. Only small details. As they start walking, as they hear some noises, as they turn around, as the door behind them opens and grabs both of them and brings them through the door, as we go to, well, Endeavor and some other heroes who are being attacked by the Lost Ones, who are currently throwing fists at him and all that. These League villains don't stand a chance, as he starts just beating them as they turn into, well, ink after they're, well, dealt significant damage. As he just burns it, as one of the heroes stops Endeavor. No, you cannot use your quark to your max here. You could burn down the entire place. Most of this is made of wood by the looks of it. As Endeavor's like, I can burn this place down if I want to. You cannot do that. You'll take out everyone inside, including yourself. As he sighs, very well. As they start going down further. Now we go to Sir Night-Eye and Emilian, who's entered a projection area. Where's this place? As he's looking at projectors, as Sir Night-Eye inspects it, this was used recently. How recently, sir? Gotta say, 2 hours ago at most. Our culprits might still be here. Well, that's good. But why are you such an old type of... what? Projector? Old, well, I did hear that some villains like to use some of the old materials type stuff. Let's see what this one has to play. As they play the projector, as it sees Bendy, well, basically walking through the holes and all that. Well, that's the creature we saw kill All For One. As we see it approach someone with a projector head. As we hear it speak, Projector. What's that? I'm guessing that was the other villain that helped him get away. What have you been up to? Distancing yourself from us. As he just simply does not reply. It doesn't matter. I order you not to come and see me at the bottom of this place. Stay in your territory from now on. As Projector simply just nods. As we see, well, Bendy walk away, and Projector go to the projector and turns it off. So they communicate with each other. Well, it confirms they're working together, at least. Now let's fan out and try to find these guys. As we go back to Mirko and Eraserhead, who got dragged into a room. As they're on guard, as both of them turn around, as Mirko's about to kick the person, and Aizawa was about to throw a scarf. Easy, easy. Y'all shouldn't be here. As Mirko recognizes, oh, it's you. Who is this, Mirko? This is the guy that let me go when I was younger. So you're a part of that massacre. I was, and I'll take full responsibility for it. But y'all need to get out of here. Why is that? Bendy will not hesitate to kill y'all. Bendy? It's the one that killed All Might. Or not All Might. All For One. I'm a bit stressed that y'all actually came here. Why? We can take them on. You don't know Bendy. Y'all had a chance while he's outside of his home, but this is his domain. I didn't think y'all were stupid enough to actually come and fight him. Easy, calm down. No, you don't understand. Y'all are just walking into his hands. I made a deal with him. As Mirko walks over. What deal? He would never leave the facility again. He would never leave this place. Wait, are you saying... But then why was he over there to kill All for One? You don't get it. He wanted revenge on All for One. And I agreed to him as soon as he got his revenge, he would never leave the place again. And the rest of us as well. What do you mean, the rest of us? As Alice walks into the room, hey Boris, as she gets wrapped in a capture scarf. Hey, what gives? Easy, that's Alice. As you have some questions. Well, they don't know y'all are here. Take a seat. And let go of her, please. As he lets go of her. What was that for? And who are these people? They're just heroes. What are they doing here? I don't know. But if they're here, Bendy will find out. Y'all should leave immediately, not until we get some answers. And what do you mean he wanted revenge? Bendy's like the rest of us. We're all nomus. As he says that, as I was surprised, y'all are nomus? Yes, all 5 of us. 5? Yes, me, Alice, Bendy, Sammy, and Projector. As Mirko speaks up, but there was only 3 of you. That's the thing. Later down the road, they made more nomus. We're the failed prototypes of the originals. Projector's the newest. Alice came after Sammy, the one that wears the mask. And y'all were about to walk into Sammy's territory. Sammy, is that the guy that hit All Might with an axe? Yes. He follows Bendy, the first failed nomu. Well, he was a success until deemed a failure. He had craved a great hatred towards All for One, and had fallen into, well, madness for revenge and all that. He was a lot kinder a few years ago. Why did y'all massacre that village? We didn't have a choice, alright? We were blamed for being villains just because we showed up. You didn't need to massacre them all. Then what were we gonna do? Get locked up for our appearances? As Alice puts a hand on his shoulder. Calm down, Boris. Sorry. You see, they called us the villains for us just showing up that day. They threw stones, rocks, and we were even shot at. Projector and Alice joined after. That happened. And we promised never to leave this place. Then why leave it to kill All for One? Because we wanted to kill our creator. Simple as that. Since y'all are the only 2 in here, y'all should leave before Bendy finds out. No, there are others. Wait, did you say others? Yeah, we came here for a lot of heroes. Oh, y'all messed up. If it was just you 2, I had a chance of getting you out of here. But not everyone's leaving this place alive now. As Mirko stands up, what do you mean? If there's that many of y'all here, the others are going to find out. Projector, Bendy, and Sammy. And they won't hesitate to take y'all's lives. As long as none of y'all mess with Projector, he's not gonna kill anyone. That's for certain. Projector? He's the newest failed nomu that joined us recently. He's been here for about a month or so. And, he really follows Bendy and all of us orders. He doesn't care who gives them, he just follows them. But other than that, he just stays cooped up watching old tapes. As long as you don't, well, interrupt him or disturb him or attack him while he's watching, y'all should be fine. Other than that, he won't do anything. He'll just chill there. We still have to take you in, though. Y'all can do that later, but first let's get the rest of your allies out of here before Bendy kills them. Y'all can explain that Bendy will never leave this place again. Why is that? Because I made a deal with him for never to leave. And my quirk will keep him here. He's not lying, Alice says. Then why did you let him go? Because I want it all for one dead too, alright? He created us. Turned us into monsters. What else were we supposed to do? We wanted revenge. I didn't want anyone else to get hurt in the process, though. But knowing Bendy and Sammy, there was no doubt people were going to get hurt. We still have to arrest them. You're not going to be able to defeat Bendy. Not while he's here in this place. Why do you say that? Because this place is basically Bendy's world. He can travel through the walls. He can travel all over the place. He's pretty much unkillable here. In fact, we agreed to cut our areas into sections. Sections? Yes, territories. Each one of us governs one. We don't interfere with each other's sections. So as long as all your heroes are in my section, they shouldn't harm you. But if Bendy finds out, he may change that rule and come straight for y'all. Well, we all went separate directions. Oh, where did y'all go? Well, a million and Sir Night-Eye went to the right. Okay, y'all went to Projectors. They may have a chance to survive there. After all, Projector, I don't know what he'll do. He's more of a neutral type. I don't know much about him, though. He's still new around here. He still has no clue who he is. And he can only speak through his projector. Wait, he can't talk? No. So he won't be able to explain anything to y'all. Y'all most likely jump in and attack him. And where'd the others go? Towards the staircase, head down. As Boris goes to the wall and beats his head on it. You gotta be kidding me. What's so wrong about that? They're going straight to Bendy. They're not making it back, I can confirm that. Why are you so concerned? The number 2 hero, now number 1, Endeavor, is going to be down there. You don't get it. Try to burn the place. Endeavor uses his quirk in the open areas and all that. Sure, he may have a chance. But in the hallways? Not a chance. Bendy knows this place like the back of his hand. He's set traps. He's set up a lot of things in his area. He controls the lost ones. What are they? They're basically the dead nomus corpses turned into ink monsters. Bendy's one of unique quirks. And there's so many of them. Guarantee your hero friends have met some of them already. I was hoping to get out of this with less blood or no bloodshed spilled. But if there's that many of y'all searching this place top to bottom, there's no knowing how many casualties there's going to be. As we go to Sammy Lawrence, who just dispatched some heroes. Ah, so they did come here. As he flings the axe to a wall to spill the blood off. As he grabs it. I need to go inform Projector. As he starts walking in a direction. As you see a little bit of blood on his Bendy mask. Question, can you answer a few more questions I have? Is there a way to stop Bendy? There is. There's a device All for One used to control him. It was dumped here with him. But the only problem, it's in the lowest levels of Bendy and the ink machine, this place. And he's banned me and everyone else from going down that far. So there's no way to retrieve it. So there's a way to stop him. Yeah, there's a way to stop him. One that may, well, revolve around death if you're willing. But there is still a way to stop him. We need to get that device. You think I would have done that already if I could? He's hid it away. I've been searching for that thing since we fell here. Bendy hid that thing from me. It's the only really way to control him, other than my quirk keeping him here. And Bendy could do this if he wanted. He could have already gotten rid of me. Then why hasn't he? One, because we were the original nomus, the first test subjects. So I have a bond with Bendy. But he's a changed man. He barely listens to me. He only hears to, well, Sammy. And Projector now. Projector mostly just follows his orders. But he stays neutral for most things. So there's a way if we can talk with Projector to join us. Maybe if y'all can convince him. But we have to get there before Sammy or Bendy does. Or else he'll be siding with them. As we go to, well, Sir Night-Eye and Emilian are walking through more of the halls, as they hear, like, a show playing. As they open the door slightly, as they see a person with the projector sitting in a chair, watching a show. As it's an old show of Bendy and the Ink Machine. As they're looking at, is this one of the villains? Most likely. Stay on guard. As they notice the tape ends, as he gets up, hey, not yet. As he sings to Emilian to stay back. As he sees Projector get up and take two of the, well, tapes out and goes towards the back where he pulls back a curtain revealing like 100 of tapes. As he starts scrolling through it, as he starts to grab a pair and take it back to the projector. What is he doing? Looks like he's putting in more tapes to watch. As it starts playing, but this time it starts showing some old news. Back in the beginning of the Quark era. Showing a fight that happened long, long ago. As Projector just sits and watches. What should we do? Let's try and knock him out. As they enter the room quietly. While Projector is just sitting back and watching. Or Projector Deku is just sitting back watching. As they're about to knock him out, a lost one comes out from the floor and grabs Emilian's hand, alerting Projector as he turns around at the two. As Sir Nye tries to look into, well, his eye, but he doesn't have an eye, he has a projector, so he can't use his quirk on him. As he swings his arm to go hit Sir Night-Eye, but Emilian blocks it and pushes the lost one in front, causing Projector Deku to hit the lost one, sending him to the wall. As he does, he quickly runs over to the wall to check on the lost one, as it starts to dissolve into the floor. As the projector gets back up, with its fists ready, it starts walking towards them. As we hear a gunshot, as Sir Night-Eye was shot in the shoulder. Yo! Projector. As Projector looks over. Let's dispatch with these guys. Then let's go tell Bendy of what's going on. As Sir Night-Eye looks over, you're that other villain. That hurt All Might's arm. Yeah, so what? Y'all trespass into our home? Y'all not gonna make it out, as he pulls out his axe. Projector, increase your size. You're gonna need it. As Projector increases his size, so that one can grow. He can do much more than that. Hey, Lost Ones, we're gonna need your assistance. Mind popping up? As a bunch of Lost Ones appear in the room. Now let's deal with you. As they're about to fight with Emilian and Sir Night-Eye, as they hear screams going through the halls. It looks like Bendy's having some fun. As they recognize a few of the voices. Those are pro heroes. Y'all should have never come here. Because now you'll have to die. Your villains will arrest you. To be fair, we had no plans of coming back to society after our little attack on All for One. As this surprises them. As Projector nods, we honestly plan to stay here for the rest of our days. Until our bodies gave out. But no telling when that would happen. As he lifts up his axe, but y'all had to just ruin it. Now we gotta get rid of you. As he goes to lift his axe up and all that to charge, as then the axe goes flying out of his hands due to a gunshot. As he looks over, Alice Angel. As Alice holding, well, an old type of machine gun. Put your weapons down, Sammy. I won't hesitate to fire. Easy, easy, as he puts his hands up. As Projector just looks over in confusion. As he puts... Sammy puts an arm around his back to signal Projector. Now listen. You let these heroes go. Let them leave the place. As they're like, who are you? As Eraserhead enters. Don't worry, she's on our side. Boris also enters. Projector, calm down. Sammy, stop this. No can do, as he signals to Projector. As Projector Deku rushes over at the, 3. As she starts, unloading her clip. As it just goes into the ink of Projector's body. As he's about to reach them, Emilian just punches him, sending him through a wall. Projector! As they look over at Sammy, who's just run out of the room. As Sir Night-Eye gets up, as he has a wound on his shoulder. Can someone explain what's going on? As Emilian stops there as well. Well, you see, apparently, these villains never plan to come back to society after killing All for One. Technically, not a villain here. Alice puts her hand up. I've not killed no one. I've not done a single crime. I just saved y'all. Alright, let's continue explaining. Apparently, they're all failed nomu projects. As this surprises them, every single one of them. You serious? Yes. He's right. I explained the story. Now let's tie up Projector. As they look over where Projector was sent as he's gone. Great, now we gotta hunt down Projector and Sammy. What about Bendy? We need to stop that big guy. There's no chance y'all are beating him in his home. Best thing y'all can do is get out of here while you can. What about the other heroes? They're most likely dead. As we see a bunch of hero corpses in the middle of a hallway as Bendy's leaning over, Endeavor. Time to die. As he lifts his hand up to do a killing strike as Sammy shows up. Bendy, we've been betrayed by Boris and Alice. As Bendy looks back, as Endeavor sees this as the perfect time to use a primordial burn, as Projector runs up and grabs Sammy and rushes him out of the way, causing Projector's back to get burned up. As Bendy was caught in the middle of the blast. Ha, not so strong now, villain. As he gets up, as his arm goes flying. Ah, my arm! As Bendy just reconfigures himself behind him. You utter fool. You can't kill me in my own home. As he's about to strike down at him. Projector is just lying on the ground, and Sammy gets up. Sir, we have bigger problems to deal with. They're going to try to go for your weakness. As he definitely just stops for a moment and looks back. Are you sure? I'm confident. As Projector gets back up, regenerating his back a bit. Projector, come with me. Sammy, protect the object. As he nods. You can trust me, sir. As he goes to the object, while Endeavor made a run for it. You're with me. We'll deal with these pests. As Projector just nods. Let's go. As Projector Deku follows Bendy. As, well, Sammy went to go protect the object, which is the end thing for the Bendy and the Ink Machine. And Eraserhead, Boris, Alice, Million, Mirko, and Sir Night went to meet with the rest of the heroes that are still in the building. So there's only one chance of us beating Bendy, and that's by getting the object. And of course, some of Class 1A that were internships and all that are in this, so expect some students as well. As the only way to beat Bendy is getting the object. Now, Bendy's going to do everything in his power, probably sending Lost Ones, maybe even Sammy or Projector to protect it. Bendy is going to be the most threat. We can possibly defeat Projector. Just be careful of his, well, flash ability. He can blind everyone in a certain radius, if you look at his Projector when he does it. Now, we can possibly communicate with Projector and calm things down with him. But the main thing we need to do is get the object. We can stop Bendy, and we can keep him here. I still don't get how can we trust you? For all we know, this could be an object that increases Bendy's power. Why would I then risk telling you all this information? Why would I risk, well, my life to tell you all this and not kill you, not attack you? I can go on. He makes a fair point. We're going to have to trust his words. I suppose so. So who's the heaviest hitters here? Well, at the moment, that would be Mirko and the Dragon Hero. Y'all will have to delay Bendy. Yamillion says, I can also fight Bendy. No, you managed to deal a good punch on Projector. You'll need to take Projector out. Communication with him may not be possible at the moment. Very well. The rest of y'all, we need to go find the object and take out Sammy. As Alice reloads her gun, let's go do it then. But why risk betraying your own? Bendy's been lost to madness. Sammy follows his orders without a second thought. Projector, I don't know what his motives are. He's just a person that doesn't have many memories. Just simply does as he's told. After all, he was the last one to appear here, and more Nomu-like than the rest of us. Okay, fair point. As they start splitting up to do their respective tasks, as Projectors with Bendy, as they appear with the heroes as Boris and, well, Aizawa and the rest are there. So you decide to betray me, Boris. This needs to stop, Bendy. You're just gonna kill everyone here, and I don't want you to do that. They decide to trespass, so I have every right to murder them. Projector, go ahead and take care of a few. As he starts to increase his size to the height of the hallway and starts rushing at them. Emilian rushes to punch him, but he used that flash to blind everyone, then send Emilian or Mirio flying through a wall. As he then walks over to the rest to go throw another punch, as Mirio comes flying through the wall and punches Projector, sending him through a wall, hitting his Projector head as he's leaned over through the walls. It seems you'll manage to do a blow to Projector's head. As Projector Deku's just flashing things, just going back and forth as memories start flooding in. I will deal with you all myself, as he charges, as he's constantly having to regenerate through blows Mirko, the Dragon Hero, and several others are doing on him while fighting all of them at the same time. As Mirio knows Projector is getting up, as he's holding his head. Mirio goes for another strike to his head. Projector Deku puts up a hand, blocking it, just before it could hit his projector eye. As he grabs it and slings him towards the wall, as he does his quirk and goes phasing through it. As he gets up, still shaking all these memories off that he's currently getting all back at the same time. Images of Bakugo, his mother, and all these other events that happened into his life. As he rushes towards to help Bendy, as he grabs the Dragon Hero's arm, as Bendy then just socks the Dragon Hero, sending her flying back. We need to stop Projector, he's just going to aid Bendy. As Mirio comes right back in and punches Projector again, sending him flying towards Bendy. Bendy just simply goes in the ground and pops right back up after Projector hit the wall. It's currently leaned back. That's not going to finish Projector. I'll handle it. As he goes to rush over, a bunch of Lost get in his way, as he simply just phases through them, just to get socked by Projector, sending him flying. As he then flashes and opens his Projector, as Bendy notices and reads the words, he simply disappears back as Mirko goes flying past, hitting, Mirio hitting Mirko, the rabbit hero, sending them towards the wall. They're using teamwork. As Projector just holds his head again as more memories start flashing. As he gets up and starts to move towards Bendy. We should dispatch with them quite easily. We go to a few heroes and students with, Alice. As they approach the area, as they see a lot of lost ones, and Sammy projecting the little projector circle thing. Surrender, Sammy. Don't stand a chance. Well, Alice, Angel. And these the other heroes or so? Well, unlike for y'all, I've got a ton of friends that are willing to meet you, as a whole bunch of lost ones show up. Now, let's get the show on the road, as they start attacking while Sammy's just walking in the background, making sure no one gets the object. Bendy will be defeated. Y'all know very well, as long as I hold the object, Bendy shall not be defeated. What about Projector? He may go down by your hero allies, but to our Lord and Master, Bendy shall never be defeated, as she keeps firing at the lost ones. as Bakugo rushes for the little circle, as Sammy pulls out an axe, is going to like chop his hand off, as a sudden thud, as like people falling through the ground appear, as Projector falls into the room, as he's laying back in his bigger state. Projector! As then Endeavor just scorches Bendy on the side, as he falls back and falls off the stage on the ground. As Bakugo grabs the tape. Take that, villain. As he's about to go finish Sammy off, as Projector's big hand, as he's increased his size once again, just squishes Endeavor, killing him. As he stands up in the room, as he's grown even larger than what he once was. As he sees Bakugo, as then he starts to hold his head again. It seems like he's disoriented. We need to take him down. As Bakugo throws a huge explosion, unclipping his gauntlet, hitting him in the head, causing him to, just fall backwards and hit the ground. And soon Bendy and the rest of the heroes made their way down, seeing Projector unconscious and Sammy on the ground, burned quite a bit. You managed to defeat them. Yes, and now you don't stand a chance now we have that. Well, you have to find out how to use it, don't you? I still have enough time to kill y'all before you activate it. As he's about to rush an attack towards Bakugo, who's holding it, as Projector gets up and grabs both of Bendy's arms. Projector, what are you doing? As he then grabs Bendy's body and starts thrusting him through walls. As he's basically, Bendy's body is on his shoulder as they're going through walls. What is Projector doing? Projector, stop this at once! As they finally reach the big ink machine area, as they both go tumbling off the side. As Bendy lands on the machine, and Projector Deku just starts falling deeper in. As they're surprised, what happened? Did the Projector just defeat Bendy? No, Bendy's not done. Although he may have bought us some time. I don't know why he did that. As Alice is checking up on, Sammy, who is a bit burnt and injured, as she finds, a photo of a family being, Sammy when he was human, a woman, and a little girl. Was this your family, Sammy? As Sammy's just squirming in pain. I didn't know. As Boris came over. How is he? He's no in state to fight, but he'll live. Of course, his regeneration will take some time. He doesn't have the fastest like us. Fair point. At least he's down for the count. As we hear a big roar as Bendy is now furious. You shall all die! As he starts rushing through, as Boris grabs the object, as he then just inserts it. There. This should all end. As Bendy enters the room in his ginormous, monster size, as he then just turns into the regular Bendy. Oh, what happened? It seems you're back to normal, old friend. Where's Projector? As they start looking around the place, we need to find Projector. As they start going through where the big ink thing is, as he must have fallen down several more floors. It's going to be hard to reach that level. Projector has possibility to survive that fall. Well, we should go find him. No. As Sammy speaks up. Y'all leave this place. Never return. He's got a point. We promise we're never gonna leave this place. Boris can, well, confirm that. Right, Boris? Yeah, right, Bendy. We'll never even see the society again. We'll find Projector, and we can just stay here for the rest of our lives. Y'all need to leave. We can't just go out into society. They won't appreciate us. After all, we're just nomus. Things, monsters, that's all we are. We will never fit into y'all's society. Unfortunately, that's how our society works. But we still can't ignore the actions of Bendy. How about this? Boris walks up. If I make sure they never leave the place again, will you let us live here? As Racerhead thinks on it. Very well. Well, see you later. As Boris shakes Aizawa's hand. And I'm sorry for what I did to your people back then, Mirko. It's fine. Just don't do it again. I've got no plans on it. I've lived for a long time and I still regret doing it. I'm just glad I didn't kill you that day. As he gets up, come on, guys. Let's go. What about that Sammy guy? Bako speaks up. Oh, Alice is currently taking care of him. As we see Sammy laid on a bed, while Alice is currently healing his injuries. As he wakes up, what are you doing here? Healing your injuries, Sammy. After all, you took some pretty big hits. And I didn't know about your family. Here's your thing. As he grabs it. I remembered them a while ago. That was my wife, and that was my little girl, Ayla. Sweet little girl. Unfortunately, I can never see them again. After all, it's been like 70 years or something like that. They're probably long but past. And there's still hope you could possibly see your daughter again. Unlikely. And you know what Boris is gonna do. We're not gonna be able to leave this place. Well, at least you have us as a family. Bendy and the ink machine. The 5 of us. As Projector enters the room. Isn't that right? As Projector just simply nods. And then we hear a Projector-like voice. Family. We stick together. As both Alice and Sammy were shocked, you can speak? As he projects a few words, barely, only a little. Well, that was the first time we heard your voice. But why did you grab Bendy and just eat him like that? I remembered. I had a family. And that student with blonde hair in the explosion quark was a friend. Ah, so you were friends with him before you became a Nomu. As he nods. Well, what should we do now? As Bendy and Boris comes in. Well, we can always just watch a Projector. As Projector projects, I know the perfect movie. As he goes to grab some a projection movie. I guess we can now live here without the worries of anyone finding us. So, what do? We're just gonna stay here until our bodies give out? Because we're not gonna know how long our, Nomu bodies are gonna last. For all we know, we could have a few years to a year to a month left. We don't even know if these things can just die. Don't think like that, Sammy. After all, we got each other. That's the most important part. As Projector Deku comes back with well, the projector and the movie in it. As he projects, "You ready?" As he sets it down, as they all grab a chair and sit, as it starts playing, and it says, "The End." Hopefully y'all liked this What If series. Make sure to like and subscribe. And put down in the comment section what other What If Deku was Bendy type person in the comment section, and I may end up doing it. Hopefully you'll like and subscribe.